Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. Today we're going to meet Bud and his A-liner, and we just shot a video with him about his life and how he ended up here at an A-liner, why he chose an A-liner. And now we're going to go inside and get all the details and find out how it's working out and decisions he made and things he likes and doesn't like and pluses and minuses, because those impact you, and maybe one will work better for you and one won't. And the more you know, the better off we all are. So let's go ahead and go take a look around. So Bud, why don't you go ahead and just start showing us around what you think's the more interesting things? I guess the A-frame itself is the most interesting thing.
Of course, that the way it works is the top, the front one goes up and the back one comes down. And after you fold these two side things down, the two side ones fold in, then the front one goes over the top, and that's because as you're driving, you don't want it to be able to lift up and
peel up and blow off.
Yeah, and there's two little clamps that come down and hook right here, and that's all that it takes to hold that thing down.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we talked about the weight on it. It doesn't weigh hardly anything. This is something I added, and it's just a solar light that's motion sensor.
Nice.
So yeah, so if somebody walks up, the light comes on, the dog barks,
And this awning you have on, is that a factory thing or something?
No, this is something. I was looking for something appropriate to put on it, and having been a plumber and electrician, all that stuff, and kind of mechanically minded, I was looking for something different and special. They do make one for it, but it's pretty expensive. This cost me $50 for the cover and $8 each for the pole.
Right.
And then the string was $10 maybe.
Are those just Coleman tent poles?
I'm not sure what brand they are. I got them from Cabela. They were like $8.90 something each, right, or something. The top is right in here. This is the slide portion of it. So I didn't want bolts and nuts and things in there. As it comes down, it's going to scratch it all up. The bolts will hit. It doesn't want to close right. So I got it up in here, in this part. And one of the things I did, which I did also on the solar, is each of those threaded nut certs, like a pop rivet, but it's got threads on the inside. And I use those things, and let me show you this. This thing.
Oh, very solid.
Yeah, it's going nowhere.
Right.
Absolutely nowhere.
And you just built a frame for the two solar panels.
Right.
Looks like two 100s.
Right. Now there's another thing. I put some little rubber bumpers in here in case the wind wants to buffet it, what have you.
And it would possibly slowly grind away at the road.
Right.
That eliminated that.
And I put a felt thing on the bottom of that, on the rubber.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about the A-liners is there were two other people that I had seen that had done this. One was that Slim Potato Head, who has a YouTube channel, and a gentleman going nowhere fast. And they both had different setups on their solar. The Slim Potato Head didn't have the big window things, which I think are useless. And he put two of them just vertical in the middle. The other guy had different vent situation. He had two vents, and he put his sideways on it. And I looked at mine, and this was to me the best way to do it.
Right.
With my particular roof situation, the way that it was.
And you can only mount things on this side because the other one lays flat and this one falls down on it.
Got this little thing for my shower, which I love.
So you've got a shower tent, potty tent.
Right. We might as well go into this stuff
while
we're here.
Right here.
This is a bamboo thing. Got it off the internet, Amazon.
Right.
Got little sticky things on the back, so
to stand on in the potty tent, shower tent.
And that way you're out of the water.
Not standing in the mud.
Yeah. And I bought this little thing for, again, an Amazon deal. There's about the only difference in all the ones you see is the color. What's amazing about these is you don't realize how much room is in here. I can't even touch the ceiling.
You can't even barely.
You know, not that I'm all that tall, but
right.
You know, that's over 8 foot.
You're not bonking your head.
Yeah. And now they've got other ones too, where they call dormers, and where the stupid window is, it comes up and goes out, and it's got hard-sided things that makes a little thing. So if you're sitting like at the table here, you know, somebody can sit in there and have room for their head.
Right. And even now, it's not terrible.
Yeah. Got decent cabinet space.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep junk in it.
We all.
And this one's got drawers in it.
That could be the motto for the RVer van dweller. I keep junk in it.
Yeah. This one, just junk. I keep junk.
Yeah, stuff. And you got it's junk you got to have. I mean,
well, no,
you got to have Ziplocs. You got
these I do, yeah.
Yeah.
But too much of the stuff is like pushed underneath the dinette thing. I've got one of them is completely full of stuff for solar, to help installs with solar. Connectors and wire and just all kinds of stuff for that.
Mm-hmm.
Fuse box. Got a little Dometic fridge, great fridge. At first I didn't think I liked it, but I really do now.
Is it three-way?
Yes, three-way. Yeah.
Three-way?
Yeah, and I run it on my gas. And,
that's cheap.
but this thing will freeze anything. That's what's amazing.
So it's got a little fridge and a freezer. Freezer
it
compartment.
will freeze it. It will freeze everything you put in if you set it.
Oh, if you set it that, yeah.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? Got a little sink in it. I don't like it. Don't use it.
Mm-hmm.
I just take a towel and wet it and do that, or take my shower.
Right.
It's got a water tank in it. When the guy
hot water tank.
Well, it's got a hot water tank too, and an extra outside shower.
Mm-hmm.
But don't use either of them. I don't use any of the water tanks.
Right. You have a nice shower set up now.
Yeah. Well, that's why I got this. I love that shower. That's great. Best thing going. People laugh at me when I tell them about my brother and everything because I get excited about it. I love it. Good.
Well, so just to clarify on that, it comes with a freshwater tank.
Oh yeah.
And do you use it?
No.
You just use your 5-gallon jugs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reason being, I'm a plumber. I know how nasty water can get sitting and what can be in it and all of that stuff. Don't want anything to do with it. If I had my way, I'd take it out and just make this cabinet space. But I need my fridge and I need my heater. Great heater.
Great heater, good.
Yeah. You know, they talk about flushing those tanks and all that stuff, but still it's iffy. And there's a lot of stuff that can get you and affect your digestive tract, you know. And that's something we need to be careful about here.
Yes.
You know.
Very much.
Yeah. I'm just learning about this, and this is kind of unusable in a way because of the amount of junk I've got in here, which is unnecessary. And some of this will be going away.
You'll sort it out over time.
Yeah,
we all do.
Well, I already am. So.
Yeah.
But we got a little storage under here, and again, there's more food and stuff like that under there, and a lot of dirt.
A lot of dirt. Yeah. it's the desert.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Dirt is a way of life in the desert.
Love the little stove. Two burner.
So that's
stove.
a factory built-in stove.
That came in built in with it. Now this is different than normal. This one I made. It had one of those pedestal things on it.
Mm-hmm. Pop in and out.
And I hated it because it stuck out on the bottom, and I couldn't put things in there.
Right. You lost that storage.
So I got rid of that thing. And I don't know if you can see this, but this thing turns around. It's just a...
Right.
And I saw that somebody had built in a camper had built one kind of like that.
Mm-hmm. You see these becoming really popular. It's a great idea. That's why.
It's fantastic idea. And this is what I use for my toilet.
Standard 5-gallon bucket.
Well, I didn't know about, let's do this.
Yeah, it's got to be done.
Yeah.
Let's do it right now is pretty part of my motto.
Mine too. Anyhow, I didn't know about the luggable loo, and I drove a truck for a long time too. I've done a lot of things. Drove a truck for a long time, and you know, you have to do something there, and the Walmart bags are perfect for it. Double bag them and get rid of them in a dumpster. So I bought a toilet seat and put some little clamps on it so that it won't go anywhere.
Just C clamps cost you a couple bucks.
Yeah. The nature of these things is they're not necessarily drafty, but you get heat loss through them, and it's because of the way they're made and the way the walls fit and how level you are when you put them up and all that. Anyhow, there's times you can see light up through it, which means if you can see the light, there's air able to escape or infiltrate. So what I saw on the YouTuber, Slim Potato Head, he has an A-liner and he does a lot of videos on these. He took a noodle, like a swimming pool noodle or insulation, pipe insulation, like 3/4 inch pipe insulation with a 1/2 inch wall, and just set them in there, and you get 4 of them, and you've sealed up the whole thing. I haven't done it. I haven't really worried about it that much. But he's a Canadian, so he has to worry about that.
Very much.
Yeah. One of the things I had to consider when I was doing this, putting my tent up, was where my exhaust for my refrigerator and for my heat was, and which is on the side there. So that's why I kept it up on this side. The water heater is in the back. This is the water heater for it. Never used it, but
Got one.
yeah.
Standard 6-gallon, probably.
Yeah, yep. But I didn't want to block any of the vents or the exhaust.
For the heater, which you use quite a bit.
Right. And then my refrigerator is in here, and you can feel the heat right here coming out of it.
Right.
So I needed to make sure that was out of the way for that, and that's why I set it up.
A potty tent.
Yeah. Well, it's a potty tent, or that's my shower tent.
Shower tent.
Yeah. And that's what that cool little mat goes in.
Right.
But I love it. It was one of the best decisions I've ever made. You know, for what I want to do, it's just perfect for me.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, if I had the money, I could go to a Class A or something, but I don't think I'd enjoy it as much. I really don't.
Right.
There's places I can go to with this, with my truck being 4-wheel drive, that I couldn't take a Class A.
Oh, lots.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And I've pulled people out with my little truck already.
Right.
But anyhow, it's a great way to go, a great way to live. And you know, everybody says, "Oh, I just wish I'd have done it sooner." Well, I got out here as quick as I could. And it took what it took to get here, and I wouldn't change it. I just want to do more of it, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Met some people. One of the things you talk about is meeting people, and
Mm-hmm.
and right now most everybody's gone. There's still two of the friends that I met that are good friends already, but one of them already left. And he and I are supposed to meet up in like May, first part of May, and we're going to go up 101, and we're going to travel all the way up to Oregon. And one of the other guys or actually Washington, one of the guys from Bellingham, and we're going to go up and visit him.
Right.
And so, I mean, that was kind of the purpose of this too. I have a difficulty meeting people, and I forced myself out of my comfort zone just to go over and introduce myself and drag other people out of themselves, so to speak. And it's actually kind of fun.
Right.
And some good friends. We sit around, have fires at night, and other people that have come by. I've gotten to know Jim from Denver. Wonderful guy. Wonderful guy.
Wonderful guy, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And
Okay, well, Bud, thank you so much for sharing your home with us, your trailer. I just really appreciate it. The A-Liner is a fantastic rig, and a lot of people, it's perfect for them.
Yeah.
Everyone should at least give it some consideration as a possibility.
well, and women shouldn't be afraid of this. It's easy to do.
So, Bud, thanks so much for sharing your life with us, your trailer. I think a lot of people should consider an A-Liner and the pluses and minuses and the mini pluses. And folks, if you got anything out of this video, I hope you like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you later.